some of the books, mashallah, that I've got as Nishani for that I read, and I keep copies of to give to people who come sometimes might visit me, like my relatives or some friends. So not friends, I don't have any friends, but I have a lot of relatives. So today I received a package, and it's the first copies of the book Accident or Miracle, second edition, and it's only 77 pages long. And as the package arrived, and I have nothing to say about my writing because I just want to, as when I'm doing it, I'm so focused and concentrating on what I'm doing. I'm not. I even send it to people, but people still don't bother to just ignore me, and they don't respond to it, and instead they look for something that proves that evil is real in God's kingdom, and try to prove that people are good and God is not good, and instead of knowing that only God is good, they think that people are good. And so, there's those who serve money and there's those who serve God, and those who serve money are tyrants, the white supremacists, whereas those who serve God are terrorists who are black terror. Now, you can't expect to live in daylight all the way through the day and night. You don't expect the sun to be constant for 24 hours. There's actually a period where it will disappear, hopefully, I think so, in most parts of the world, and there will be nights and such, and there's 4 seasons in the year with varying degrees, varying weather types, so you see, and length of day changes, and throughout the year. So, what was my point? My point was, what was my point? Well, my point was, you can't have dead throughout the day, 24 hours of the day. You don't expect to live in light. White supremacists think they can live in light all the way throughout the day. They conquer the night with their electrical inventions like the light bulb and things like that, and the street lamps and things like that. But there's night, and night is terrifying and terrifying. The night is terrifying. Try to spend the night on a mountain in the outskirts of Damascus for a night, and you'll hear the rustling of leaves or plastic bags or stones or just noises, and you just think, I can't rest, because because the world at the moment is chaotic, with so much noises and so much going on. You don't know what's what, and in the darkness you can't perceive what is causing the disturbance in your mind, because it could just be a paper bag just rustling in the wind, and you think, what's that noise? And then you think about, and then all the creeping movies that you get, all about darkness and about the terrifying darkness. So the darkness is terrifying, and in the day, yes, we do strive, and we do strive in God's cause, and we do look for sustenance for ourselves, and yes, and that's true. But they think there's a real evil in God's creation. There isn't any real evil in God's creation. God controls everything. God is good. If they think there's a real evil in God's creation, then they call it God not good, because they think they're good, and they have something that they have power or some sort of ability to decide what is good and what is evil. And so you see, terror is a natural fact of life, whereas tyranny is an impeccable choice. So I wrote this book, and I've been through many stages and various phases, if you like, and I've been exposed to music of the British kind, which I talked to you. There's a poem in here. Let me hold on to that page there. I'm trying to repeat what I did in the previous movie, but you know, things change so quickly, so they worship the lie and the accident and the illusion of voodoo. I mean, the Satanists who think there can be another God with God and try and establish a world order under Amram. Amram is the biggest bastard. That accident maybe my own seed, who knows, or maybe the white man Charles, or maybe his name is Charles. I think they can lead a revolution against God. They only borrow from Messiah, son of David's writing. They have absolutely no creativity of their own, because history is written by the victor. They are losers with their temporary illusion. Inshallah, my Lord will grant the victory, and I shall neither fear nor grieve, because we are the true victors, as we are the believers. The cleanliness of faith, or the debt of disbelief, the goodness of belief, or the evil of sin, purity of devotion, or the impurity of wicked polytheism. I seek refuge in God from Satan the rejected. I invoke the protection of God for me and my wife and our children, as well as my brothers and and their families, and my parents and my older sister, from the rejected devil. There is no other God besides God, Lord of the universe, Lord Redeemer, my Lord Redeemer, and as it is written in the Quran that the Lord said, my retribution befalls whomever I will. Surah 7, verse 157. My retribution befalls whomever I will, but my mercy encompasses all things. However, I specify for those who lead a righteous life, give the obligatory charity zakat, believe in our revelation, and follow the messenger, the Gentile prophet Muhammad, whom they find written in the Torah and Gospel. He exalts them to be righteous, enjoins them from evil, allows for them all good food, and prohibits that which is bad, unloads the burdens and the shackles imposed upon them. Those who believe in him, respect him and support him. Those who believe and respect him and support him, and follow the light that came with him, are the successful ones. Say, all people, I am God's messenger to all of you. To him belongs the sovereignty of the heavens and the earth. There is no God except he controls life and death. Therefore you shall believe in God and his messenger, the Gentile prophet who believes in God and his word. Follow him that you may be guided. Anyway, so you see, Amon-Ra is an illusion. Whatever the devil promises is an illusion. And this lie they kept alive since the Egyptian civilization, talking of the sun god, which meant the elders are sons, and to a Krakow, which was a mixed race, African and white. The wickedness of the Christians trying to achieve global order. In their arrogance, because they never sought redemption, only neglection. They never believed in the unseen, but were tyrannical, even monopolizing observers of the seen. They lied and they thought they could dialogue with God. But God made those with faith wait, made the disbelievers carry the weight of sin, and to God belongs the Muslim lying similitudes. Just as a bastard could not be born, but from all the world's outside chances, when one thought maybe let the evil doctors and wicked sadistic nurses allow them to meddle with our eggs and my sperm, but somehow we conceived miraculously without IVF. What a beautiful story. And all the persecutory mental illness came from the Satanist British music and evil witchcraft and illusion of the devil. That's you know. So you see, you know, this that's what I wanted to say. But you know, they might say, right, we're going to sue insulting us and insulting us with words like witch and bastard and illusionist and all this. But you know, all I got to say is, all I got to say is they're not swears for one, right? They're not swears. White supremacy is not swear. All it is black terror and black pieces. Black people, as you know in chess, there's two kinds of pieces: there's white and black. White supremacists who are as hard as rock. Which every game in computer chess tells you that you have to always castle the king to play chess. There's no other way, or else blacks win easy as 1, 2, 3 or 4, and blacks win as easy as 1, 2, 3, which means that it's as easy as 1, 2, 3 or hard as rock. So if you're an observer of the scene, then it's as hard as rock. If you're a believer in the other scene, then it's Ephesians 1 to 3. Water, food, air, mind, body, and soul, liquid, solid, gas. What else is there's chemistry, physics, biology. You know, what you hear, where you look, when you speak. Now, what you hear, is it light or darkness? What you hear, what you're hearing, does it lead you to light, enlightenment, or chaos? Does it lead you to affirmation, La ilaha illallah? Or does it lead you to chaos, where you think there can be another God with God? And where you look, is it good or evil? Is it causality? Is it determinism or causality? Is it the fact that they lie, or either they're lying or telling the truth, or is the truthfulness of words? I'm not sure. Is it a duality? Is mind and body a dual? Life and death. Mind hears something and then lives, and then comes the body, and it's the ending. It's a product of the thought. But overall, even if you do that, you're still neglecting your souls, because you're not aware that the air around us is eternal. No matter if the mind or the body are thinking such and such, or doing such and such, not doing but acting such and such, it doesn't make a difference, because the air is always there, inshallah, and air is eternal. Just like size is limitless, weight is infinite, and pressure is eternal. Again, the question, how does rock? You know, I hope it doesn't come down to a legal situation, but no, because they gave me an ISBN for this book, so now it's become official. But you know, even if it does, we can counter sue them, because they are all to us. Yeah, they're trying to enslave us, you know what I mean? What have they got to gain out suing me? They've got my books or my music. What are they going to do with that? They're going to try and flog it, master it, or copy it, or do something with it, or they just like to keep hold of it. They're just enslaving me. Whereas we owe it all to God, but most people disbelieve in God. I don't disbelieve in God, inshallah. I'm a believer in God. One God. La ilaha illallah. There is no other God beside God. Allahu Akbar. So you see, I'll leave it there, yeah? I didn't say anything bad. I might have said some insulting things to one or two people, but you know, they said a lot of insulting things in the past and all of the years, and they still do with their causality and the causal acts in the present moment, where they write certain fictitious stories and thinking it lead to despair of the Lord's mercy. Devils and demons while we're sleeping at night, you know, and they're busy trying to do something wicked. And now they're all trying to be as light as the air, you know, as not light as air, as pure, no, as light as air, you know, like do in the invisible. Now they're starting to see the visibility of, and they used to say, well, you know, how do you expect to believe in God? The atheists used to say when you can't see Him. So it's all about the observers of the scene there, and whereas where the believers of God say, well, like air, which is invisible, you still need air. Do you see air? Can you see air? And they might say you can see it in the clouds. The clouds, I don't know what clouds are. You don't see air, you breathe it. And it's eternal. It just says food.